Gypsy Rose Blanchard is behind bars for the gruesome 2015 murder of her mother, Dee Dee. But that's just the latest chapter in a story full of shocking twists, turns, and demented lies, all leading to a tragic and violent ending.
Ooh, look at that. Very pretty.
Throughout her entire childhood, Gypsy Rose Blanchard was wheelchair-bound, taking dozens of medications, enduring countless surgeries, and relying on a feeding tube. Her mother, Dee Dee, appeared to dote on the sick little girl who was suffering from illnesses that included leukemia and muscular dystrophy.
You're the reason I was born to be your mama.
When authorities discovered the Missouri mom brutally stabbed to death in her bed in 2015, the seemingly disabled girl was nowhere to be found, her wheelchair eerily left behind. Police issued an intense manhunt for the missing girl, and what came next shocked the world. When authorities found Gypsy a day later, 600 miles away in Wisconsin, they discovered she could not only walk, but that she had never been sick at all. Gypsy was, in fact, a victim of one of the most severe cases of Munchausen syndrome by proxy in recent years, her long history of imaginary illnesses, all orchestrated by her mother. Desperate to be free from her mother's manipulations, Gypsy claims she plotted her mother's brutal murder with her boyfriend, 25-year-old Nicholas Godejohn, a man she met online. Last year, Gypsy spoke to Dr. Phil about the murder.
Tell me in your own words what happened that night.
I texted him when my mother went to sleep. I let him in the door and I handed him the knife, and I went in the bathroom and I put my hands over my ears so I couldn't hear anything. And then I heard her screaming.
Immediately after the murder, the two reportedly fled to a motel where they had sex, did drugs, and posted the chilling messages that led police to Dee Dee's body.
Why did you want your mother dead at the
I never
time?
wanted her dead. I just wanted that life to stop, that life to be dead.
Gypsy was sentenced to 10 years for her role in Dee Dee's murder and appears to be thriving in her new life behind bars.
What's a day in the life like for you?
It's not so bad. I go to school in the morning. I love going to the library. I'm very close to getting my GED.
And joining us now is host of the new video series, Justice Nation, Crime Stops Here, Nancy Grace. Nancy, this was a case where the victim became the perpetrator. Do you believe 10 years is too much time or too little time for Gypsy?
Well, as it relates to Gypsy Blanchard herself, I thought 10 years was too much, believe it or not, Jesse. And the reason is, I don't think that Gypsy Blanchard understood exactly what was happening. When the murder took place, when her mom was stabbed dead, she went and hid in the bathroom. She did not kill her mother. I think that she was mentally incapacitated. I thought 10 was too much.
And Nancy, Gypsy's alleged accomplice, accused killer Nicholas Godejohn's trial is set for next week. He's pleading not guilty. What can he expect when he finally faces the judge and jury?
Well, now, Jesse, that's a different matter. If he wanted to save Gypsy Blanchard from her living conditions forced on her by her mother, he could have just kidnapped her in the middle of the night. But no, what he did was let Gypsy hide in the bathroom while he ruthlessly stabbed her mother, Dee Dee, dead in her bed. That's murder, Jesse. He's looking at life behind bars.
All right, and we'll certainly keep you updated on his trial. As always, Nancy Grace, thank you so much for joining us.